Hi everyone and welcome back to DevPortal, your go-to channel for mastering database concept. In today's tutorial, we are going to discuss another important topic related to the database, that is, when does Postgres choose an index scan and when does it is going for the index only scan. If you're serious about optimizing your queries and speeding up your database operation, then this is a must-known concept. So first, let's discuss what we are going to cover today under this tutorial. We will start our discussion with the question that what is an index scan and what is an index only scan. After that, we will look into the key difference between both of them, and we will see some of the examples using explain analyze to understand the query planner which it is using by the help of the PostgreSQL. So all these things we are going to discuss today under this tutorial. So let's start our today's video. So first, let's discuss what is an index scan. As we already aware, the column which we are filtering, if it is already indexed, in that case what Postgres will do, it is using index only scan on the dataset so that it can reduce the searching speed and it can give you the record in less amount of time. The query, as you can see in the screen, I am selecting the first name for the ID, that is 342. If the index is already created on the ID column, in that case what it will do, it will do the index scan. Let me show you this. So I have written explain analyze, and if I execute this query, what it will tell that it is doing index scan, also the index name, that is idx_id. This thing already we are aware that we know that how the Postgres is going to fetch the record. First it will fetch the index, from that index it will traverse that the B tree, and from that it will found the ID equal to 342, and it will go to that page where this tuple is present, and from that page it will load that page into the memory and then it will provide the full name to us. This is the whole process for the index scanning. But there is one issue in this. One thing that we need to note down is that still, if we are aware of the index, we have to go to the heap to fetch the full name. Why? Because full name data, it is not present in the index. Let me show you with the help of another example. That is what I will do. In place of explain analyze, I will write buffers as well, so that it can tell us how many hits it is doing into the memory or in the heap. Let me execute this again. So now you can see it at line number 3, it is mentioning buffer shared hit equal to 5. What does it represent is the number of page reads it has done on the memory, that is your buffer area, or in the heap. So this is the total amount of page read it has done. This is for the ID equal to 342 where it is fetching full name. That data is not present in the index. Now what is the difference between index and index only scan? For index only scan, the Postgres will not go to the heap again to fetch the data record. Let me show you that as well. So what I'm going to do, I will write another query. Let's say explain analyze, and this time I will write select, suppose salary, and I will get this data from again same table, that is tutorial.employees, and this time I will give my condition, let's say full underscore name equal to, in single quotes, employee underscore 340, not 340, 240, 234, let's say. So let me execute this query, and now we will found currently it is doing index scanning, but for this thing it will do index only scan. So if I execute this query, now you can see in the console it is doing index only scan, which means that now that heap fetch is 0. As you can see it here, if I do buffer as well, let me write buffer as well. So I will write buffers, and so that you can understand, the heap hit is 0. Let me execute it again, and you can see it here, heap fetch is 0. Why? Because the data that we are looking for is the salary is also present in the index itself. You can see it here, it is using idx underscore full name underscore salary. This is the index I have created on the full name as well as in the salary column, which means the index is created and it is storing full name. Along with the full name, it is also storing the salary. So now when Postgres already have that index, in that index itself, the data which we are looking for is already present. So now as we already know the data is present in the index, so why we need to go to the heap again to fetch that record? So that's why Postgres is not going to the heap. So you can see it at line number 3, heap fetch is 0 and it is doing index only scan. Let me show you the table structure as well. Let me go to the tutorials and let me go to the table section, and this is the table which we are using. If I go to the SQL, so here you can see this is the one index, that is full name and salary. 2 column index, that is the multi-column index. How we can create multi-column and single column index, that already I have told in my previous tutorial. You can check it out, link I will give you in the I section. And another index is ID index. So here you can see it here, we are only created the index on the ID column and it is not storing any full name related data. So that's why whenever we are trying to fetch the full name with the help of ID, it has to go to the heap to fetch that full name details. But in my full name and salary index, what is happening, it is storing both full name and salary, and because the detail already present in the index itself, it is not going to the heap again to fetch that salary details. So this is the difference. This is a multi-column index that we have used to fetch our salary with the help of full name. So this is the basic difference between index scanning and index only scanning. Now let's discuss few more key difference between both of them. So the first difference that we already understood is that for index scanning, the heap hit is required because the detail is missing in the index, and for the index only scan, heap hit is not required. And with this, what we also understand is that for index scanning, IO operation will be present, that is for the heap, but for the index only scanning, IO operation is not required. So for your index only scanning, it will be faster or quicker compared to the index scanning. Index scanning will be comparatively slower compared to the index only scanning. So these are the key difference between index scanning and index only scanning. Now let's discuss when Postgres will choose to do index only scan. So the first thing is that whatever columns that we have mentioned, if those are already indexed, in that case it will go for the index scanning. And if the visibility map, as we already aware, Postgres is totally depend on the statistics. So if the visibility map is already up to date, in that case it will do the index only scanning. And if the visibility map is not up to date, in that case it will go for the index scanning as well, still if you have created the columns that are properly indexed. And if any of the column is missing from the index, in that case as well it will go for the index scanning that we already saw in our first query, that is the select full name from employees where ID equal to 342. So that was the example of that index scanning where one column is missing from the index, so that's why it is doing index scanning. And for the second query, both columns are already properly indexed, so it is doing index only scanning. So now let's try to understand index only scanning in more detail. As we already aware that we have created one column, let me again go to the SQL, not column, we have already created the index on the full name and salary. Now what I will show you another example. Let's say I have written explain, and let me write analyze and buffer. What buffers will do, it will give you the more detailed picture of your query planner, that how many hits it is doing in the memory or buffer area as well as in the heap area. And let's say again what I will do, I will select this time full underscore name from tutorial.employees table. So let me write tutorial.employees, and this time what I will do, I will write where, let's say my salary equal to, let me give any particular value, let's say 434536. This is the query. Now what we will found, this time it is not doing index only scanning, that I will tell you. First let me execute this query. So as you can see it here, it is taking a lot of time. Why? Because we need to remember one more thing, is that the index that we created, it is on full name and then on salary, which means full name will come first and then salary column will come. If we interchange the condition, let's say you have written salary and then you are trying to fetch the full name, in that case as well it will not work, because in the above query we are not providing the condition on both full name and salary. If we provide, still it will give you the index only scanning if you are fetching the record which is already present in the index. But here what is the issue, that we are looking for the salary, that is 4536, and for that particular column index is not present. So that's why it is doing, you can see, parallel sequential scanning. So this is one of the reason. Now let's say I have copied this condition, let's say let me copy, and if I mention here and this thing, so you can see it here, it is doing index only scanning. Why? Because the index that we have created, it is on full name and salary. Here there is no problem, but if we are only looking for the salary, because salary is coming on the right hand side of the index, so that index will not get used. So this thing also we need to remember. It is not like, okay, you have created the index on multi columns, so that index will going to use. You have to mention the, you have to remember the order as well. The order is very important. And this is about multi-column index. What we can do for the single column index, let me show you that as well with the help of first query. This query, as we already executed, if I execute again, suppose I have executed and it is doing index scanning, and I am looking for the full name, and this is the query. Suppose you are executing in a day 10,000 queries, and out of those 10,000 queries, 2,000 times you are executing this particular query, which means 20% of your daily work. So in that case, you can understand this is the very frequently used query. So you can create an index with the help of ID column, as well as you can include the full name as well. So first let me go to the SQL again. Let me show you what we already did. So this is the IDX_ID where we have created the index on this particular ID. Let me copy this and let me paste it here for your reference. And now what I'm going to do, I will drop this index first. Let me drop index and I will copy this name. And as this is present in tutorials, so I will write tutorial.idx_id. Let me execute this. So index got dropped, and now let me create index again. So I will write create index, and let's say I have mentioned again tutorial.idx, and this will create on tutorial.employees table, and it will include the column that is ID column, and I am creating index on ID column, as well as I will include what I need to include, that is the full name. So I will include full name detail as well. So this index will get created on ID column, and it will also include full name details as well. Let me execute this query first. So it will take some time, so let me pause the video and I will come back again once it is created. So the index got created and it took 1 minute and 41 seconds. So let me go to this SQL again, and now you can see the difference. Let me refresh it first. So let me refresh and let me reload this SQL. So if I come down, now you can see it here, it has also included full name, which is not present earlier, as you can see it here. So now if I execute this query again, you will see now it is doing index only scanning. There we go. You can see it here, it is doing index only scanning on same index. Why? Because now this time along with the index it is also storing the full name detail as well. So the heap fetch is not required, or you can say heap hit is not required, because the detail which we are looking for, it is already present in the index. So it will be able to read the value from the index itself, and it will be able to provide us the record. So this is one of the benefit. If you think that particular index you need to include any other detail as well, you can include those as well, if that is a very frequently used query, and it will help you to improve the performance. One more example I want to show you is that, as we already aware, we have created a multi-column index as well on full name and salary, and here I have mentioned full name and salary. Suppose I will interchange this condition, still it will do index only scanning. Let me show you. So let me write salary first, and then full name. If I execute this query again, you can see it is doing index only scanning. But suppose if I mention OR condition, in that case it will not do the same thing. Let me execute, and you can see it here. Now it is taking a lot of time, and this time why? Because we are looking for the salary or condition with full name, that is employee 234. So here you can see it here, it is doing parallel sequential scanning. So this is also one of the things we need to remember. As we are creating index on multi-column, it will provide us the benefit when that particular single column already indexed on the left hand side, or if we are looking for the AND condition. If we are looking for the OR condition, in that case it will not help us for the indexing. That thing also we will discuss in our future tutorial with the help of bitmap index, that we are going to discuss next time. So don't worry, I will tell you what is bitmap index, and in that we will found that it is also doing parallel indexing as well, parallel index scanning as well. So this also we also came to conclude is that if we use OR condition, in that case multi-column index will not help us. So let me execute one more thing, that is first full name. So as we already aware, full name is on left hand side, so ideally it should use index scanning on that. And if I mention OR and then salary, now let's see what will happen. So if I execute this, so ideally full name already it is indexed on the left hand side, so for this it should use index, and for OR condition it has to do parallel sequential scanning. So you can see it here, it is doing parallel scanning. Why? Because it found the number of hits it has to do for your salary equal to 435, better it will do parallel sequential scanning, not going for the index. Suppose if I created the index on both of the columns differently, that is one index on full name and one index on salary, in that case it can use two index scanning and then it can gather the result. Let's try that as well. So first let me create another index on salary. So I will create index, and this time I will create on salary. So I will write salary on tutorial.employees, and this time I will mention salary. Let me execute this query and it will take some time. So again I will pause this video and I will come back once the index is created. So our index got created and it took 2 minutes and 16 seconds. If you are wondering that why it is taking so much time, that is only because we have total 50 million records in our table. So that's why 50 million records are huge data, so it will take some time to create the index. And same thing you can understand with your production tables as well, because it is creating multiple, it having multiple columns as well, it may take more time. And maybe even you have less data because you have multiple columns. So if you are creating index on lot of columns or lot of indexes you are creating, in that case it will take lot of time. So index got created. Now if I execute the same query again, let's see what impact it will do. So now you can see it here, it is doing bitmap heap scan. This thing I am going to discuss in my next tutorial as well, so don't worry. But you can understand, earlier it is taking lot of time for the OR condition, this time it took very less amount of time. And you can see it here, it is doing bitmap index scanning on full name and salary. That is why, because full name is present on the left hand side, so it can utilize that index. And another index it is doing, that is IDX underscore salary, that we just recently created. And this is the parallel indexing or parallel scanning with the help of index it is doing. So you can come up and you can see it here, bitmap OR. We have bitmap AND as well and bitmap OR as well. These things, what is bitmap, what is bitmap AND, what is bitmap OR, these things I will discuss in my future tutorial or next tutorial, so don't worry. For now you can understand to see that if you are mentioning OR condition, how your query going to impact. If you mention AND condition, then how your query will impact with the indexes. So don't think only creating index will help you to boost the performance of the query. Still you have to understand how the things work internally. So that's it for today's video. Let me summarize what we understood today. First, we have discussed what is an index scan, and then we have seen what is an index only scan. When index only scan will occur, when all the columns that we have mentioned are properly indexed and the that our query statistics are already up to date and the visibility map is also updated. In that case, what Postgres will do, it will do the index only scanning. Why? Because all the data already present in the index, so there is no need to go to the heap to fetch that record. If any of the column is not missing from the indexed, in that case it has to go to the heap to fetch that record, so it will do index scanning. And that is also not the end. If that Postgres thing after doing index scanning, it will be slow, and parallel sequential scanning is faster. In that case it will go for the parallel sequential scanning as well. This I have already explained you in my previous tutorial as well. Link I will give you in the I section. You can check that video as well if you didn't watch it. And with this what we understood is that there are different types of scanning that is present in Postgres. Till now we have seen parallel sequential scanning, index scanning and index only scanning. And in our next tutorial we are going to see what is bitmap index scanning. So with this what we understood is that there are different types of index scanning present in the Postgres, and Postgres is very smart. It will find out which type of index scanning it can do to provide you the amount of data that you are looking for with the least amount of time. So that's it for today's video on Dev Portal. If you found my video helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Dev Portal and share these videos with your fellow developers and colleagues. Notes link I will give you in the description box as well as in the comment section, where you will find the detailed theory along with this query planner explanation for each of the case, so that you can understand in a better way. And if any doubt you have, you can rewind this video and go it again you can play it. And if you still have any doubt, you can write in the comment section. I will explain you that as well. Or any feedback you have, that also you can write in the comment section. I will work on that. That's it for today's video on Dev Portal. I will see you in my next video where we will understand what is an bitmap index scanning. So till then, happy coding.